Hi, this video is specially dedicated to all my students who have completed ACCA or those who are doing ACCA. So this is a must watch. So as you can see the title, you have passed ACCA, now what's next? So please remember, once you have qualified ACCA, that's not all, there's a lot to be done. Hi, I'm the Commerce Specialist. Welcome to my channel where you find videos covering learning outcomes of various academic qualifications and professional certifications, including life-changing business ideas and hacks. So without further ado, let's start the discussion. We are talking about what to do once you have completed your ACCA. Please remember, ACCA is a professional certification. It's not a degree. And most of the employers, they play with you. If you just have an ACCA, you go for a job interview, they will tell you, oh, you got a certification, but you don't have a degree. So my advice to you is complete your bachelor's, at least your bachelor's degree. ACCA has given us the option of doing BSc with Accounting and Finance from Oxford Brookes University. So please opt for that. So the very first thing is, if you don't have a bachelor's degree, please complete your bachelor's degree along with ACCA or soon after completing your ACCA. That will help you a lot. Next important thing you should be doing is, either while completing ACCA or if you have qualified ACCA already, just try to join any Big Four. If you're unable to get into Big Four, get into Big 10. I don't want to name the audit firms from A to Z or from 1 to 10 because I don't want to promote them. You know who are Big Four and who's on number 5, 6, 7, 8. If you don't know, you can just send me a WhatsApp message. I'll let you know. So why I'm recommending this? Once you finish your ACCA, you just know what's there in the books. You don't know how practical accounting, audit, taxation and reporting is done. So it is very important that you join an audit firm, preferably in the audit department, and spend there around 2 to 4 years. After that, you are a hot cake. Like the country I am from, their ACCAs call chartered accountants as big brothers. Even in UK, ACCAs call people who are chartered accountant, that is from Institute of Chartered Accountant in England and Wales, big brothers. Why? The only difference between an ACCA and a chartered accountant is the 4 years of practical training, which we call articleship or practical accounting, audit and financial reporting training. So what you have to do is ACCA plus 3 to 4 years of working in an audit firm makes you the complete product. So from now, if you are doing ACCA now or if you have qualified already, start networking. Start finding somebody you know, your relatives, your friends, family members, neighbors, anybody you know who is in Big Four. Try to get into Big Four. The next thing you should know that once you have completed your ACCA, you are eligible to open your own audit firm. But if that is your aim, as I told you, soon after ACCA, join an audit firm, spend around 3 to 4 years there, and make sure you reach at least to audit manager's position, because that will give you a lot of exposure. So once you reach an audit manager's position, now you're all set to open your own audit firm and then make a lot of money. Now, assuming that you have completed your ACCA and you have spent 3 to 4 years, which is very important in an audit firm, now you're all set to join any industry. Here what you need to understand is you can join any industry, but industry which you are very much interested in. Some of my students are very inclined toward joining telecommunication industry, some in banking and finance, some in insurance, some in aviation. I mean, the list goes on. So what you need to do is find the industry which you are interested in, try applying for the job there. And if you ask me, if I'm you, what I'm going to do is, let's say if I want to join banking industry, then you should look for certifications which are very focused to banking industry. Assuming you got a job in banking, and let's say you are in compliance department. Okay, if you are in compliance, I would strongly recommend that you go for ACCA certification. That is, Certified Anti-Money Laundering Specialist. Okay, so if you get into any other department, I mean, you need to understand what is that department requires. Is it risk management? Is it audit? It is compliance? Is it financial reporting? So on and so forth. So there are many professional certifications which will help you to stand out from the masses. And I'm just naming a few, I'm not promoting them. It could be CMA, it could be CPA, it could be FRM, Financial Risk Management, it could be CFE, Certified Fraud Examiner, and there are many. It all depends which industry you found the job in and which department you are in. Then do a relevant certification which further improves your prospects of staying in that company and reaching the top. Now, another thing what most of the students do is when they are offered a job after ACCA, especially let me tell you, if you are working in an audit firm, they have a very defined scale. If you're joining as a fresher, which they call associates, whatever, okay, so they have a defined criteria. So whether it be an audit firm or a MNC you are joining after your mandatory period, please do not keep salary as your basic criteria. What you need to understand is, are you interested and inclined towards that industry? Is that company is one of the best companies? Okay, they are employers of choice. Try to enter that company, not with a very high salary expectation. That high salary you will get ultimately, but what you need to do is you just need to get in, create your own space, let people understand who you are, and then sky is the limit. So don't get demotivated or little annoyed that I am an ACCA, I have an experience and they're just offering me peanuts. No, just get into the company. Once the management gets to know who you are, what is your worth, perks, benefit, increments are just part and parcel of the deal then. Most of the ACCA students also ask me, should we go for an MBA? My answer is yes, but you got to be wise here. Choose a company where you want to work and let the company sponsor your MBA. Why you should pay for MBA? So you got to choose a company which spends a lot in development and training. You got to do your homework before choosing the sector, the company. So you know that, okay, this is the company I'm applying in, this is a company where I want to work for. See whether they are into training and development. So if they spend a lot of money in development, that means you have an opportunity of getting your MBA finance from them. Another advice I would like to give you, if you have already done your ACCA, try to get the CS qualification. So if you are in UK, you can go for Institute of Chartered Accountant of England and Wales. You got to give few papers. They have a tie-up with ACCA. You can go to the fast track. If you are in Pakistan, you can go for CA from Pakistan. In India, you can go for ICAI, depending which country you are. So yes, if you are in UK, ACCA is good. ACCA is desirable, but the best is becoming a chartered accountant. And no offense, but I'm just giving you the facts. Another suggestion would be like, if you want to start your own business, yes, there's nothing like starting your own business, but here you got to be wise. Let's suppose you want to start a restaurant business. So what you need to do is, yes, you have done your ACCA, first work for a restaurant or a chain of restaurant. Understand their operations inside out. Let's say 3 to 4 years. If you're very inclined towards opening a restaurant or food and beverage business, work for a similar company first. Get hands-on experience, the exposure, understand their operation inside out. And once you have spent around 2 to 3 or 4 years there, now you're all set to run, operate and manage your own business. One of the hottest trend in most of the Western country is those who have professional certification in accounting, let's say CPA, ACCA, CMA, what they're doing is they're getting a law degree. Now, a law degree is a perfect combination with an accounting certification. Why? Because I myself have been a corporate lawyer of one of a public limited company. And you guys all understand law. There are different types of law. Criminal law, civil law, this law, that law. And there is something known as corporate law. Most of the MNCs, yes, they have legal cases pending against them. And most of the cases, I would say 95% of the cases are financial in nature. So a person who has just done law may not understand the nitty-gritty of accounting, finance, reporting, taxation and audit. But a person who has done ACCA already knows what is financial reporting, already knows what is accounting, what is taxation, and now that you are specialist in law as well, you are all fit to become the legal counsel of that company. That is one of the career you can go for, especially if you have a flair for talking, you are very convincing, you have the confidence, and yes, you also like law. That is also highly rewarding, let me tell you. Another option for you is if you have already done ACCA and you are not just an average student, you have passed ACCA with better grades, I would suggest that you start teaching. That's also very lucrative. Now, one of the big four, I don't want to name it, they have their own academy. Most of them have their own academy. Okay, so you can teach new ACCAs, new chartered accountants. That is again highly lucrative. You can open your own institute teaching professional qualification. Very highly rewarding option, let me tell you. And in the end, I would like to tell you that, once you have qualified ACCA, that's good, but it's good to get in touch with your mentor. Find a mentor who can guide you through your professional journey. Like, for example, I have now like around more than 30 plus mentees. So what I'm doing is like, because I've been a CFO of 3 public limited companies, and most of my students say, sir, I've done my ACCA, but I want to be a CFO. So what it takes to become a CFO? I've already created a video on how to become a CFO. So if you have time, you can watch this video. It will tell you. But otherwise, whatever your career aspirations are, your career objectives are, long-term career objectives, it's good to have a mentor who can guide you through the process, who have been there, who have done that. I hope you understand. And in the end, I would like to wish you all the success. If you have any queries relating to what to do after ACCA, feel free to leave a comment. I will reply to you as usual. If you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe to my channel and show me that you value my work. If you like this video, please share it with all your dear and near ones so that others can also benefit. Thank you so very much for your precious time. Love you all.